Hi, this should be my first ever reaction video, and I decide why not start it with a bang. This is the Shorts Wars Season 2 court case. I'm skipping all the way up to when it actually starts, and I'm gonna skip the parts where we have to start voting. Well, yes, they don't take long. I do not want to make this that long for you guys. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy my first reaction video. Let's get this show on the road. Long dramatic way, but sure. Don't know why they had to do this, but sure. Warning, the following blah blah. Stuff was there. No. I saw something there. The Among Us. Among Us. Among Us.
Alright, boss. Let's see if we can get you off with an easy sentence. That's the spirit.
You guys ready for this?
I'd say you need to ask yourself that.
Oh, big whoop. I've been in court too many times to count.
Yeah, Reggie, but then again, you have never been one of the people to argue. You've always been the one that always gets put in court.
With the Honorable Judge Wendy from Wendy.
I actually would have never expected this for when I first watched this. No, he doesn't even have a real name.
Everybody calls him the Boss Shorts Wars.
The Boss Shorts
because that's what
Wars
he's-
is on trial for several counts of fraud, identity theft,
I'm sorry,
phishing,
I don't even know who was the
misuse
voice
without a
actor for Wendy,
license,
but they did,
cloning,
for
attempted
some
murder,
reason, an actual good,
overall,
accurate impression.
being a bad guy.
Objection!
We didn't start yet.
Yeah, doofus. We didn't start yet. Lava Mike!
Sorry I'm late, guys. Traffic jam.
Glad you could make it.
Are we ready to begin this trial now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
The trial of the boss versus YouTube Shorts is now in session. We will start
Well,
with
sign.
the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client, the boss, would never do any of those things. Now, there may be evidence and testimonies saying they did, but all of this is AI deepfakes. My client has never hurt anyone and will never hurt anyone.
Yeah.
Isn't that a trustworthy looking
No.
Okay. Anyway, with
Didn't the boss, like, kill a bunch of people?
I would, Your Honor. I have speed on this case, and it's clear that the boss not only tried to steal our channels and replace us all with clones of ourselves, but was also guilty of a much more hidden.
You literally didn't accept the first sponsorship, but the second sponsorship, it was a Genshin Impact one, and you brought Bundun, who got, once again, cloned. Jeez, you really are obsessed with Genshin, huh, Joe?
His crime being cringe.
As much as I'd love to lock up everyone here for being cringe,
I mean, I barely watched any of his content, so I wouldn't have a clue.
it's sadly legal under the First Amendment.
Oop!
Joe Kane, could you please bring your first witness to the stand?
Who should I pick?
I think you should start with either Dano or CDOT. From what you told me, they have a...
Sorry about that, technical difficulties. We may
You
resume.
should start with either Dano or CDOT. From what you told me, they have a lot to say that's going to help our case.
All right, jurors, you guys are gonna get to pick who goes first. Look at that poll in the chat to vote on who
I
you
actually
want to hear
participated
first.
in the
Will it be
real event
Dano or
of this.
CDOT?
Let's just say I'm not sticking around for the entire minutes we have to do these votes. No.
Prosecution would like to bring Dano Cal to the stand. Thank you, Dano, for being here. I know regularly you like to take a non-partisan position, so we appreciate you making an exception in this case to talk about the horrendous acts that the boss has committed. I know you're a fan of peace, and your testimony will surely bring the boss to justice.
Peace? Yeah, sure, I like peace. Everyone deserves peace, but...
But the boss Shorts Wars...
Oh, him? Yeah, I really don't care about him. It's a stupid rabbit that I...
What's Riggy?
No, rabbit. Not rabbit, monkey. Clone Riggy, or Preston, or Dave Wendy, or whatever he's calling himself now.
I'm sorry, I thought you had agreed to testify against the boss.
Okay, yeah, sure. The boss turned Johnny and I against each other for a hot minute, and he made me feel alone. And I had no idea who my true friends were, and he kidnapped me. But I've got to say, I kind of get it. I mean, the YouTube algorithm makes you do crazy things.
Kidnapping isn't a crazy thing, Dano. It's a crime. And you do publicly state for the jury that he did indeed kidnap you.
Actually, now that I think of it, it was just Clone Riggy and Dark Dano that kidnapped me, not the boss.
No, well, surely it was on the boss's orders.
Maybe not. I think Preston just did it so he could get me out of the way while he collected more of Riggy's hair for whatever he was using it for.
Right, well, other than that, you and Royal Pear were the first people to enter into the facility. Would you like to speak on what you saw?
He had a bunch of monitors with our YouTube videos on it, which, I don't know, maybe counts as view botting, which is against YouTube's terms of service, but it isn't really illegal. Besides, I appreciated the extra views, so... You want to know who's really annoying, though, is Preston. I'm so sick of all this lore and shorts wars, whatever. I just wanted to get back to making my shorts, but Preston has to show up every couple of months like a special guest on a sitcom or something. And all the comments and everyone on Twitter is always going, "Oh, Preston, I love Preston." Look, let me show you this Twitter account. This girl is just constantly thirsting over him. He's a cartoon rabbit!
Enter this into evidence. Okay, well, the boss did clone you and try stealing your channel, correct?
Oh, well, I think Dark Dano just kind of did that on accident. Or maybe Clone Riggy was influencing him. I don't know.
What? So the boss didn't?
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, it's safe to assume that Clone Riggy was acting on the boss's orders, correct?
Objection! Conjecture. We have no evidence that Clone Riggy was following the orders of the boss. Besides, the boss is on trial, not Clone Riggy or Dark Dano.
Didn't Dark Dano basically just die?
Sustained.
Basically, I'm doing long pauses since there's not much to
You
talk
say you
about.
have no strong feelings against the boss,
But
despite what he
yeah,
may not have done to you?
Yeah,
there
like
are
I
3
said,
people that
let
basically
him live.
kidnapped
Doing his thing.
Dano and shoved Royal Pear into the Pokemon game.
Hey,
That being Wizzle. Royal, no, not Royal. Clone Riggy or Preston, whatever. Dark Dano, or well, Evil Dano. And Cocaine. Yes, I know that's fucking wrong of me to say that, but it's literally his name.
I'm aware you're a special case among the testimonials today. Yes, that is quite true. From what you have told us,
Wasn't
you were
C-Dot working for the boss
not
before?
correct. Yes, for many months before the initial clone VPN message was sent out. And how did you end up finding this place to work?
That's actually what I care about too.
Shady is going on YouTube, so I often do some reconnaissance to ensure the safety of the platform. I like to see the inner workings of people, and joining the boss was the only way to get a glimpse at said inner workings.
Okay, now while working for the boss short swords, did you experience any oddities or mistreatment?
While employed, I had a fair working experience, although he did send me to get Wendy's and pay out of my own pockets.
That doesn't
multiple
surprise me.
times. There is also the fact that the boss never seemed to do much work on his own, so it was mainly up to me and the other employees to pick up the slack.
Now, you talk of other employees. How many employees did the boss have on payroll?
Now that you mention it, I think Bam and I were the only official employees. The rest were clones from what I can gather.
Now, during the time of your employment until your official leave in December, what actions did you take against the boss?
After the first statement made by Clone VPN, I started working against the boss to try and find any loopholes within the cloning machine he was working with. The plan after that point was to allow the Shorts creators to stop the process of cloning every Shorts YouTuber on the platform. After helping to prevent this, I then started my work into investigating...
Yeah, Dr. Francis Davis still alive, by the way, if you never watched Court Case.
From what I can gather from logs and documents in the facility,
Also,
this
yes,
doctor was the creator of the
we aren't allowed to make a reaction video on this. We just aren't allowed to basically re-upload it with no reactions. That's what I saw from the poll, or whatever C-Dot said.
Hold up a sec. How did you obtain said documents? Actually, how did anybody find out about them in the first place?
He leaked them.
Under direct order from the boss, who told me to leak one file.
So you leaked the info?
Yes.
In one file.
Which contained all the information from every file.
Relevant.
No.
Anyways, after you left the company, what happened next?
I was relentlessly pursued by the boss and Preston. While searching for the Truth Singer sword, there were multiple attempts at taking me out, not the take me out to dinner type of way either. Once I found said sword, I realized that it was a trap to, yet again, take me out. After taking out this hired gun, which turned out to be a clone of myself, I was able to find the relic that is stored as evidence right now.
Wait, doesn't that sword force people to tell the truth? Why are we all not using it right now?
We're not allowed to tamper with the evidence, and besides, I think it's best to wait until the boss takes this stand. He's the only one who knows the whole truth.
I see. Well, thank you for your time.
Well,
Any
yeah, the
closing
strings are still
remarks?
being pulled on
I
him.
know you've had so much pain happen in your life, and I'm truly sorry for what has happened.
Yeah, he didn't deserve that.
It's never the right option, and I think you know that too.
No further questions.
I have a question.
Hit me.
Why'd you have to leave me, man? We could have had a good thing going, you and I.
I'm sorry, Bam. No hard feelings.
I don't know why C-Dot sounds like someone else I know. Once again, technical difficulties. We may continue with court case. Yeah. Can't while my mic just translate.
Please stop.
Yeah, stop.
Can you tell us exactly what happened with the boss? Details, Ricky, come on.
Yeah.
Just answer the questions.
This guy is useless. Get him off the podium, please.
Yeah, he has like 4. He literally had a concussion.
I mean, sure. You go ahead. You got RuPaul in chat.
Way to mess up, man. One job.
I called Roy Bennett. Wait, can no one testify with me? So, Mr. Pat and Mr. Mellon, use code PARENTS Wait, before we continue, you said my name wrong, and I just want to confirm that you won't do it again. Okay. How should we say
He
it?
just discovered anime.
Called me Mellon, but it's actually pronounced Naruto Guts D. Yeager Iceberg Bateman III. Please don't disrespect me again. He can't be serious. Ma'am, I'm sorry you just discovered anime. He's a complete dumbass.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Wait, not yet. I noticed that you call us Mr. Parent, Mr. Mellon. Your Twitter implied that we're equal, but really he's like a pet. I'm not really like the cute kind that kind of take in so that you just feel sorry for them. He's also really ugly and
Alright, forget it.
let's discuss the boss.
Bro, I don't know.
Boss meet Ellen blew himself up.
Yeah. And it's true that he's
Technically, no, because no one technically survived thanks to C-Dot.
And is it true that he sent you and a bunch of other people to another world with the hopes of trapping you there forever?
You were one of those people.
one of those people.
Oh, yeah.
Objection! You filmed the entire thing and posted it on YouTube, so you can argue the ultimate favor. Oh yeah.
Hey, you seem awfully calm.
Listen, bro, I don't even know why I'm here. I was planning on not even showing up, but Gundam said that if I didn't, he would tell the cops that I kidnapped him. What?
Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna back before the dude in my basement dies. Do we think I'm just gonna
The dude in my basement dies.
also I haven't paid my taxes?
Is nice dude by my taxes is wild pair. Wild pair, that's wild. Why do I keep hurting myself?
I called Mugswamp to the stand. Mugswamp, can you please say your full name for the record?
They did him dirty, bro. They did him dirty.
I've had that world for 12 years and I've been peacefully building on it the whole time. It's a place of joy and creativity. A sanctuary of my mind, if you will. On the day it happened, my current ranch opened behind me. The boss dogs me, and his clones hacked into my server, destroying everything I built.
He really did it. It was more of cocaine or gun buttons.
Speculation. I don't even just know that was the boss who dogs them.
Sustained. Mugswamp, please stick to what you personally witnessed.
Apologies, Your Honor. After the destruction, I received threats appearing to be from the boss, gloating about the destruction and claiming he was behind it. And then what? That's when he really doxed me. He put out my address to the public and he encouraged his minions to come after me. I was fearing for my life. I had to go into hiding. I had to cut off my
It sucks they did him dirty, though.
part of my identity. I literally couldn't sleep or eat properly. I felt so paranoid. I was always looking over my shoulder, worried someone would come after me.
It was frustrating.
Your Honor, relevance. Your Honor, the emotional and psychological impact this had on Mugswamp is crucial to understanding exactly Boss crimes. My whole life was turned upside down. I lost my safe space in Minecraft, and I had to leave my home. Without the kindness of an anonymous stranger who managed to save my world, it would have been devastating.
No further questions.
Mr. Mugswamp, you claim the boss was behind this, but did you ever see me physically do anything to him? Like a blow or something you pressed? No, but I remember him taking credit.
Why is bro Phoenix right? I thought it was going by cocaine. Let's stay here for another minute. Didn't go long enough. Or even go on for too long, and I have
The boss is guilty of all of it.
Finally!
He forced me to do everything against my will.
Yeah.
Here's the letter to prove it.
Really?
yeah, that's not gonna. That ain't working.
Preston, please tell the jury where you got that
He wrote it.
I wrote it during the break. The boss wrote it during the break.
The one time I think I get a good witness. No further questions. He is useless.
Did you really just say ditto?
The voice cracks. Bro. Someone.
Did you clone us? Are you sure?
So the boss short was claim full innocence.
Yeah.
Nothing about you, John.
Yeah, from them. I can still ask you things.
Yeah, he can. Does he even know what that means?
Fine, no further questions.
I don't think he does. Get Joe Kane on. Get Joe Kane.
Your Honor, dear members of this esteemed jury, this trial has been way too long for an non-existent attention span, so if I may, allow me to speed on this whole trial and cut to the chase, or at least put a subway surface footage somewhere here.
Hold it! You're a witness now, so I will be asking the questions then.
Objection. I don't want the defense here leading the witness. Putting words in my mouth.
Objection! You have a lack of rights to object.
No, he don't.
Lack of bitches.
Objection! Lack of paddling.
What?
This is going crazy.
Now then, how would you describe this man, his character?
First mistake. The boss shorts horse isn't a man at all. He's a... No, he's a spider.
Is that-
Spider in the center of the
What was going on with your head?
Each threat, spreading his dreadful influence, taking control of our channels, producing low-effort content to corrupt the minds of people from all around the world. He forced me to speedrun Skibidi Edge Risk Brain Rot for weeks, clone me into a mewing communist who just played CSGO all day long, and got me in trouble with my landlord, according to my clone's testimony from last week.
Objection! Your Honor, it's simply impossible. According to this autopsy report from 3 days ago that I have right here, the first accused drone died instantly from a massive explosion which occurred in the southern parts of Sweden over half a year ago.
Actually, objection, dumbass. That autopsy report is outdated.
Outdated.
Can't do that, Joe. Results of the second autopsy performed
Bro, he don't care.
victim died from the first autopsy.
Wait, so Crow was alive?
Listen, all I'm saying, TLDR basing his actions to Boston Data alone, he's a clone active in fraud and definitely not a Sigma, so I beg the jury to make the right decision. Thank you.
No. We didn't even oh, okay.
Saying the boss shorts was his one.
Well, you just ate a burger. That's it. What are we going to so? I don't know.
He's hardworking, he's
Relevance, Your Honor, do we really need to listen to this guy shill for 5 minutes?
Stop just said Bam.
Testifying, you can't.
objection. I don't care.
I don't get it. Smile.
Thank you.
Also, Doc just said that
Getting out of that scene.
Bam. Well, we just ate a Mike hasn't spoken the entire trial.
All of you are insane. This entire trial has been insane.
Now voice cracks.
No value was brought by any of the parties involved in this. I don't care anymore. I'm ready for a verdict.
Are we missing someone? Yeah, something feels off. Hold it.
Who is it this time?
Sorry I'm late, guys.
I can contempt of court you right now for being late.
Well, I'm late for a reason. It's the reason you with us now. I've gathered all the logs of one Dr. Francis Davey, a crucial piece of evidence that's been ignored for this entire trial. Johnny, what are you doing? We're about to win.
No, this case has been nothing but wasted time.
Can I get on with the testimony then?
Yes.
Go ahead. All right. I've probably spent more time with the boss than anyone else in this room today, so I may be impressive, but I believe
Why'd you say that burger?
product prior to this predecessor kidnapped him at birth and experimented
I like how Johnny Ray's has two sun glasses, so we never see his eyes.
vehicle for a larger plot, and I think that any crimes that he may be implicated for should be pardoned. All of the boss's actions are a direct result of his production as a literal newborn baby, and I don't think that he was actually the one calling any of the shots. He's forced in a position that
He was the weapon, he was the gun, but someone was just pulling the trigger.
that week, what I saw was a broken man mistreated for all of his life. He didn't want to do any of the actions that he did. He was acting on instinct based on the crimes of Dr. Francis Davey. He was the weapon, but someone else was pulling the trigger.
Yeah, but
Even so, he still went through with everything. He could have stopped. That's the thing. I don't think he could.
yeah, the strings are on him.
Dead. But he has no birth certificate. He has no ID. I don't even know how we got him on trial. He doesn't even have a name. He calls himself the boss because he wants to feel some level of control in a life where he's had none from the beginning. Since birth, he has been a captain. He has been a
Touche, this is funny though.
I think that this trial should be happening. We should be trying the real criminal, Dr. Francis Davey.
Order! 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 Even if this Francis Davey is responsible, he is dead, as CDOT
Is he really?
of this trial. How could you prove that he is still on the streets?
Logs. CDOT also mentioned that Dr. Francis Davey left a full paper trail detailing how he did all of it, and I'd like to take a moment to share them with the court.
Well, let's see it.
Guys, we have some evidence to look at. The mind has a separation between
Now, now, let's review over this. Wow, I sound terrible. Anyways, let's review over here. The body cannot contain two souls at once or it begins to crack. I want you all to remember that sentence. The body cannot have, no, the body cannot contain two souls at once or it begins to crack. Remember that sentence. Got it? Let me continue with this. As I said, I'm not going to keep watching these old vlogs. I've seen it all.
What? Objection! I think it is. The logs paint a very clear picture of the environment Mr. Boss had raised, but they also show that Francis Dave isn't dead. What? Actually, Francis Dave is in his very room right now.
I'm going to make sure this is fixes.
not how